And welcome to the Cleve Loveland Loner Ranger Show. I am Cleve Loveland. You look up and down your street, chances are one of those rooftops. My family helps sell it, buy it, or manage it as an investment property. We have been selling real estate all over Central Florida, and I've been doing this radio show. I can't find anybody else in the nation. I think we are the longest running in the nation, giving you all of your real estate news every Saturday for the last 25 years. We've got Bruce Woodburn with us, the Loner Ranger. We're going to talk about interest rates because he's got the money, what's going on with that. And also, I've got some big news here I don't want to dive into. Then we'll bring Bruce in. Lawrence Yoon, super genius with the National Association of Realtors, chief economist, always knows what's going on. He literally does have a crystal ball that works, talking about how all around the country, homes are selling on average in less than 3 weeks. And everybody's question, could it all crash? He says, no, not likely. Current housing cycle is very different. We don't have risky subprime mortgages that overstretch budgets. Banks and mortgage brokers and government regulators demand that loan-to-value ratios and debt-to-income ratios and income documentation meet guidelines before a mortgage is approved. Right there.
Praise the Lord for that one.
Key effort there. Supply. Leading up to the housing bubble, builders overbuilt. Right now, they can't.
They can't overbuild.
They have supply chain problems. Yeah. So all of this coupled up, this is plus Sleepy Joe giving us inflation. This is what's happening in our market right now. Another big part of Central Florida's market, I always talk about, your individual real estate market. Then we've got the Central Florida market. Then we've got the Florida market. Then we've got the nationwide market. This Central Florida market is driven by people moving here, not really from out of state. That's what the media wants you to, sounds glamorous. But most of it's other Central Floridians buying a bigger house, buying a better house, buying in a different school district, getting something newer, getting something with more land. Other Floridians are coming here also. They're very expensive. The average price in Tampa is about $400,000. Here in Central Florida, it's about $330,000. Average price in South Florida, around $550,000 for a house.
If you can find one.
Yeah. So, and they've got even more stretched inventory there. So
talk about being a first-time home buyer in Miami or South Florida. That'd be a big challenge.
Yeah, and I assume the FHA limits are higher down there, but they're probably not $550,000.
Well, FHA limits aren't higher. No, there's only one county that you get the benefit of higher limits in Florida, and that's in Monroe County.
Oh, wow.
That's in the Keys.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Right? That's the only place. Those are called high balance loans, and Fannie Mae exceeds the limit a little bit, and so does FHA. Mm-hmm. But not in the rest of your counties. So, but I mean, come on, an FHA loan is still at the highest it's ever been at $343. So that's a pretty substantial amount of house. It's over the average price, so you can still get into a home as a first-time home buyer on an FHA loan. However, you and I are both seeing it becoming more and more challenged because if you're making, even $20 an hour, how do you afford a $350,000 house at $20 an hour?
Takes two people.
Even
it takes
25.
Saving, yeah.
You have to have two people in the household that are working and keeping their debt.
And you got to be smart.
Minimum.
You got to be smart with your money, and you've got to, not have $500 a month going to your cell phone bill, and have five iPads in the house. You can't have a $600 lease payment on a new BMW. So all of these things come up, but you will help people if they call you. They want to take that step, and they call you. You'll tell them what they need to do, how much they qualify for, and right now, if they want a great house, I'd say they need to qualify for almost $300 if they want to be in the Central Florida metro area.
100%. It is interesting because I ran into a builder yesterday that's building houses up north of Claremont. I think it was it was in Inverness.
Yep.
In Inverness, brand new construction, steel built homes, energy efficient, starting at $199. That's pretty good.
That's the country. Yeah, that is. Yeah,
but it's going to move in that direction.
Oh, yeah, we are. Yeah.
10 years ago, 15 years ago, nobody had heard of Claremont, right?
Yeah.
And before that, remember, it was Oviedo. Nobody had heard of Oviedo. Was in the country, right?
Yeah, I moved there when we had one flashing yellow light and chickens. I think the chickens are still there at the stoplight, but
I hope they are.
It's a full-blown traffic light now.
I hope they are.
So.
But the first-time home buyer the programs are there. Like it's really cool because my last show that I did on the Loner Ranger Radio on Sunday, I interviewed my son who does first-time home buyer programs. So low down payment for first-time home buyers because he was a first-time home buyer just recently, bought his own home, wants to buy a second home, going through Cleve and I's Leapfrog program. But he was there to help guide you through. But so there are zero money down programs, right? If you're a veteran, you don't have to put any money down.
Easiest one.
Right? Easy. And USDA is 100% financing.
Yep.
Okay. And the rates are really attractive at no money down.
And one thing, back up to VA. I didn't know this. You taught me this years ago. You can have more than one VA loan.
Oh, heck yeah.
There's the second loan might not be zero down. Is that right? There's a little bit of a down payment?
No, it's still zero down.
Oh, is it? Okay, but there's ratios?
What happens is a veteran is allotted X amount of dollars. Let's just call it the Fannie Mae limit because that's typically what it is at $550,000, $543,000. So if you had $540,000 available and you bought a home for $250,000, you've only got $260,000 available for your next purchase.
So you might need a down payment, but
well, you wouldn't even need a down payment unless you bought that price.
Yeah.
But if you bought over that price, then you're required to put down 20% of the amount that you're short. So you can still exceed it.
Oh wow!
You're going to put down. You're going to put down money. But so it's funny because President Trump enacted the Blue Water program, which allowed veterans to exceed the Fannie Mae limit with 100% financing. So I can do VA loans. If you have no outstanding VA loans, you cannot do this if you have any outstanding VA loans right now. But if you have no VA loans outstanding, I can do 100% financing up to $1.5 million.
Wow.
Like that's incredible.
Unbelievable,
right?
yeah.
Now, most of the time we're seeing the veterans putting down 10% on those, but my construction perm loans, I can do a VA construction perm loan with 5% down. I can do an FHA construction perm loan with 5% down.
In construction perm, I'm going to find you the land you want to build on, and then they're going to find a builder and do their plans, and then you have the loan for the whole thing. Covers the lot and the house. Yeah,
absolutely. So you find the lot. If you don't own one already, Cleve and his team will go out and locate a lot for you. And you know what I like about this program right now, Cleve? Because you and I are seeing a lot of frustration with buyers that are just getting outbid. You're up against 5 other offers. It's deflating. And then, okay, so you say, okay, well, why don't we go look at some new construction? Okay, and then you're on a waiting list for the new construction.
Has that eased up? I know you're in builders' offices every week.
It's slightly easing up, but it was interesting because it's eased up about 6%. So, there were some news articles that came out that says the market is making a turn. We're now turning back to a normal market. No, we're not. We're just outrageously seller's market, and now we're less seller's market, but still definitely in a seller's market.
Oh, definitely. I'm still getting multiple offers on everything.
Oh, of course you are.
But the builders haven't said, well, we're releasing 20 lots this month instead of 5.
They can't get the material.
They can't get the materials, yeah.
What they're doing right now is they're boarding up the windows until the windows come in. Like I was told that even like D.R. Horton has got an order and it's taking 22 weeks and they've got like 40,000 windows on order on back order.
Oh my God.
Like
wow.
I don't know if that number is correct, but it's a ton of windows.
Yeah.
So they're all struggling with that.
Well, that leads people into the resale market. And when I'm helping my sellers, what's interesting when I might get 10, 15 offers on a house, and I talk to those realtors with the offers, and I ask them these questions. This is why I negotiate the best price. And I talk to these realtors, and I find out, well, they tried writing new construction. They didn't want to wait a year. Right. They tried, this is their third house they've bid on. Okay, I'm like, okay, well, this might be my buyer that I get more money out of for my seller. But it's funny. This my job as a negotiator when I list your home to get you top dollar. Now, but buyers, what I have seen some buyers doing is they were shopping to 500, and they're buying my $400,000 listings, and they're like, we're going to make this a palace. They're like, they couldn't find their great home at 500 because they're selling so quick. Sure. So they come down in price, and the house is listed for $399. They're paying $420. They're going, what's that? That's 5% over list. And so I'm seeing some of that out there where people are going, all right, we'll make this our own. So, but then you've got,
you can do that. You can
then
do
you've
that.
got the contractor shortage. Yeah.
Well, and I have renovation loans, but I want to get back on track for the construction perm because you and I can help more people that are not looking outside the box, but truly should be. So I just want you to think about this. You're in a multiple offer situation on resale. You're on a waiting list for new construction. All new construction that I know of are in strong HOAs, right?
Yep.
There's no yard.
Yep.
You have a limited side yard. And if that's your deal, that's great. Get a small yard. Some people like a small yard. But all those of you that want to put a jet ski in the side yard, a utility trailer, your boat, maybe an RV, you can't do that in these neighborhoods anymore. So now you got to rent an adult storage unit for your RV or your boat. If you are interested in buying a piece of property, a half acre, quarter acre, an acre, 5 acres, whatever, you can help them find that property. Right? And then we can then have time to design their new home. You and I will hook them up with a local builder, custom builder, or semi-custom builder, and they'll build the home for them. And we're good to go. Then you got the house you want on the land you want, and you can do whatever.
No HOA most of the time.
Build it your own way.
No HOA.
And so, as a matter of fact, I had a construction perm class this week. Great, very successful class. Had a lot of builders, realtors, and clients attend it. Go to my website at webringyouhome.com. That's webringyouhome.com if you want to register for any one of my classes. If you have any questions for the Loner Ranger, you can call me at 407-250-9144. That's 407-250-9144. Or you can reach Cleve at 407-352-8118. 407-352-8118 or cleveloveland.com.
How much time we got?
We've got about 4 minutes.
Okay, I want to talk about prices. All around the country, prices have hit a new all-time high. This is true in Central Florida too, but around the country, record median price of $363,000, up 23% from a year ago. And what this is a lot of the urban markets that had $90,000, $120,000 homes, they've jumped way up because people are leaving the cities. So, but one thing here in Central Florida, this growth is going to keep going. And when the builders fix those supply chain problems and those windows come in, they're not going to go, hey, everybody, we're rolling prices back. It's not Kmart. It's not Kmart. It's not a blue light special.
Because they're still going to pay higher prices.
Yeah, they still got higher prices. So even if lumber comes down, they're probably just it's going to be absorbed by some other, labor cost probably is the next problem there.
Of course it is.
They can't get labor and people not showing up to work. And real quickly, one last thing here. Let's mention that. I am looking for help in my office. If you want a career in real estate, I'm looking for admin help in my office with marketing, with following up with all of our sellers.
Training people to be a great real estate agent on your team.
I want salespeople too. We got room for another one on our team. And this is not something I do often. I'm a broker, but I don't have a big, massive office with hundreds of agents. I have no idea what they're doing. I have very tight control of my team, and that way our customers get awesome service. So if you're interested in that, call me at 407-352-8118 or go to cleveloveland.com. Bruce?
Well, it's interesting that you say that because I think I'm in the same situation you are, and I'm looking for some quality talent right now as well. I'm looking for loan processors. You do have to have some experience for that, but I'm looking for some entry-level people. I'd love it if you are bilingual because I do have a need for that. You know, it's funny. My wife was saying, "Is that discriminating?" I know it's not discriminating. I have a need to assist my clients that are bilingual that struggle with English, and I want to be able to accommodate that need. So if you fit into that bill, if you want to get into my business, if you're a licensed loan officer, I've got the best mortgage company in the business. I can tell you, I can confidently say that. Great team, very efficient, great customer service, and we do a lot of business. So you call me at 407-250-9144, 407-250-9144, or webringyouhome.com. We'll get an appointment set up with you.
407-352-8118 for one of the busiest realtors in town and the toughest negotiator for you. We'll be back after this.
You know what? You do. Your team are tough negotiators. I will tell you that right now. Matter of fact, it's funny. I was thinking about you today. I need to get a hold of Nanette because I've got a past client that we got into a home, went to our Leapfrog program. I took their application yesterday. They're completing it today. I'm doing a cash out refi on their primary so they can go buy another investment property.
Awesome. So let's talk more about that when we get back.
Talk more about that when we come back. All right, we're back with Cleve Loveland in the Loner Ranger Radio Show. Cleve, I understand you got some really amazing listings going on. How do you do that? How do you keep them?
I've got well, this is funny. These will be gone, so I'm giving people forewarning on these because when this show airs, this is Saturday, July 31st, and these homes will be on the market coming up either this weekend or next weekend, and they will go. They'll be out from my Market Maker program. This is what I developed to get my sellers top dollar, but it gives buyers a chance to look, too. We don't just take the first 5 offers through the door and shut bidding down after 12 hours. These houses will be on the market for about 4 to 5 days. First of all, I've got a great commercial building on Edgewater Drive for $467,000. It's actually a great income property. It's a live workspace. The back is like half a duplex, 2 bedrooms, 1.5 baths, probably rent for about $1,400. The front is an office space you could use if you wanted to live there or work out of there. It was rented for $2,000 a month. And it's all renovated. The apartment needs some renovations, but the office space is a great Class A space right across from Bishop Moore High School for $467,000. I've got an awesome price cut on a property. We came on the market, and because it's a condominium, the dues are a little higher than the townhomes right around it. We cut the price from $262,000 to $250,000. The owner wants out of town. She's got a family down south, and she wants to get with them.
It's a condo or a townhome?
It's a condo. The nice thing about this condo,
garage.
It's got 2-car garage. And it's 2,200 square feet, Bruce.
That's a huge condo.
Exactly. So double fireplaces.
Where is that located?
This is right in Errol Estates in Apopka.
Okay. That's
so,
great.
And the dues were a little higher. We got some feedback. We had a bunch of people through.
How much are the condo dues there?
They're $450.
Okay.
So, but a townhome this size would be $280,000.
And it looks more like a townhome than it does a condo.
It does. But it's a beautiful 3-bedroom, 2.5 bath with 20-foot ceilings.
That's a huge house.
You've got and then I didn't give you the best part, waterfront. It's on a little pond, a fishing pond. They call it a lake, but it's a fishing pond. You can paddle a canoe in there if you want and go fishing. And then these homes I've got coming up, I've got some great first-time buyers' homes. I've got one in the east side of town by Waterford Lakes, $308,000. 3 bedrooms, 2 baths, 1,500 square feet for $308,000. I've got one in Winter Springs for $300,000. 3 bedrooms, 2 baths, 1,500 square feet, 2-car garage in the Highlands for $300,000. I have one in Dr. Phillips, and this is funny, location. The one in Dr. Phillips, 3 bedrooms, 2 baths, 2-car garage, $350,000, depending on where you want to be. But Dr. Phillips, that will be the least expensive home in Dr. Phillips when that hits the market this week. And then I've got a great custom home in Apopka for $499,000. It's 5 bedrooms, 3 baths, formal living areas, beautiful upgrades throughout, built just a couple years ago, 3-car garage in a nice neighborhood right north of Errol Estates. And then I've got a nope, that one's gone. So give me a call on any of these listings at 407-352-8118. And I think, Bruce, the important thing, I've got to go. I won't be here for the second half of the show. But I think the thing in this market, people need to call me. I'll let you know what you need. I've got consults next week with about 3 sellers. They're a couple months away from selling. But we got to line up where they're going.
Well,
some haven't bought their home yet.
That's the big issue today is not how to sell it, it's where to go.
I've got some buyers coming in to see me. I'm getting them ready for our Leapfrog program. They're going to help. They're going to get with you. I've got some investors coming in. I got a young couple. It's funny. One of my very, very, very wealthy clients, his son bought a house with us a couple years ago, 2 years ago. He's now ready to start Leapfrog. He wants to pick my brain on what works. Really smart kid. And he's also relocating, so he wants to know how it's going to work. I'm going to manage his portfolio here in town, just like I did his dad's, and he's going to be living in another state. So, but it's basically, I'm like the Army. It's like a missile. You fire it and forget about it and go on to the next target.
That's
With
right.
Property management, that's what we handle.
You got some great properties, some great listings. If you want to connect with Cleve, give Cleve a call, but let's get you pre-approved for your financing so that you can fast track your loan and you can close fast without the headaches. 65% of people that get a mortgage are dissatisfied with the mortgage company and find it frustrating. Don't do that to yourself. Call me at 407-250-9144, 407-250-9144, or apply online at WeBringYouHome.com. Real easy, WeBringYouHome.com. Cleve, I know you got a bunch of appointments that you're running today. I'll be back in 5 minutes with more of Cleve Loveland and the Loner Ranger radio show. We're going to talk about what's going on in the economic industry right now and how you can save money when buying or refinancing your next house. We'll be back in 5 minutes.
Have a great weekend.
Welcome back to Cleve Loveland and the Loner Ranger radio show. My name is Bruce Woodburn, and I am the Loner Ranger. Cleve is out and about showing property, writing contracts. The market is crazy active, and we are just having such an amazing time in this industry. Quite demanding, though. Just want to give you guys a couple of updates on what's going on in the economic news when it comes to real estate and mortgages. Always try to keep you informed. I watch the market all day, every day, so that I can be a better trusted advisor to you, my client. If you have questions for the Loner Ranger, you want to talk to me personally, you want to get in touch with me to get pre-qualified for a mortgage or save money when it comes to refinancing your home, all you got to do is pick up the phone and call me at 407-250-9144. 407-250-9144, or visit my website at webringyouhome.com. That's webringyouhome.com. Let's talk a little bit about what's going on in the industry. It's funny because I heard some news that the housing market was starting to slow a little bit, and that we may be in a recovery from this madness that we've been seeing. So let me just put this in perspective. Has new loan applications dropped this year over this time last year? Yes. Well, there's a couple of reasons for that. First of all, most people were in a refinance frenzy last year. Several of you have not refinanced yet, so you're still trickling in. And by the way, you have an opportunity because rates are down right now from where they were in the last couple of weeks, because we saw an uptick. They come back down. You do have an opportunity right now. Don't miss it this time, you guys. Don't miss it. Just go to my website at webringyouhome.com, and I'll take great care of you. Really good care of you. You will get not only a great rate, but you're going to get customer service. Those two don't come together very often anymore. Customer service and great rate, unheard of anymore. So you will get that. And you will get a call back from me. Go to my website, webringyouhome.com, or apply online at, or call me at 407-250-9144 for the Loner Ranger. A lot of craziness in the market. The Fed had several Fed meetings earlier this week, kind of stabilized things, but did announce that they will be raising prime rate coming up in the very near future. But why do I think that housing prices are down, not housing prices. Why do I think new home sales are down slightly over this time last year and mortgage applications? Two reasons. Most people that had a high rate already refinanced last year, and this was the height of the market this time last year. Secondly is you can't buy a home that you can't get or you can't find. So if there's still a huge demand for housing, but builders are restricted, the supply chain is cut off, they can't get windows, can't get appliances, all these issues are going on. Well, of course you can't sell what you don't have. It's like when you walk into a grocery store and they don't have your product, but they say they can order it online for you, but you're like, you know what? I kind of want it right now. If you don't have it, you won't buy it. So the builder can't sell what he can't build. So the supply chains are down and the productivity is down right now, not because they want it to be down, because it has to be down. And then we're hearing things in the market that, prices are starting to stabilize a little bit. Well, they will. They'll start to stabilize a little bit. Are they going to come down? Do you think there's going to be a crash? I don't think there's going to be any crash. Not at all. Not at all. And here's why. You got inflation, and we're going to see even more inflation. You got prudent underwriting guidelines, meaning that you actually have to qualify for a mortgage these days. You have to have your down payment. You have to have your closing costs. You have to have the income. Your debt ratios have to meet guidelines. All those kind of things fall into play. It's called prudent guidelines. I love them. I didn't like it when there were these no income qualifying loans. Some of you may have. It's because you probably didn't qualify, or you were hiding your money from the government, not paying taxes, and you needed alternative financing. I still have those alternative financing, but they're bank statement programs now, so I qualify you as a self-employed person based on your bank statements, not your tax returns. Still have those programs. Are you going to get the same kind of rate as somebody that shows the money and the income on their taxes? No, of course you're not. You're looking for alternative programs, but I got great programs to accommodate you with that. Okay, so, but that's what's driving the demand. Yes, housing slowed down in sales only because there's not enough material to build the houses fast enough. Now, are builders going to start rolling back prices because the cost of lumber is coming down? I don't think so, because maybe lumber might come down, but it was up 300%. Now, what's it going to be up 200%, 150%? That's still an increase. So I think the cost of insulation, appliances, flooring, they're all made of plastics, these laminates and all that, countertops, granite, they're having to get all this granite mined. It's hard to get. So everything is going to cost more money. And I see people saying, you know what, and listen, if you're listening to me right now, and either you or somebody you know is saying, yeah, I'm going to hold off on buying because I think it's going to come down. If you don't like the prices right now, you're going to like them a lot worse next year. And you're going to pay a higher interest rate. So if you were buying a $350,000 house and just the interest rate goes up 1%, that payment's going to go up about $200 a month. But then if you combine that with that $350,000 house going to $400,000, that's another, that you got to remember, it's about $60 per 10,000. So if it goes up 50, that's $350 a month more in your payment. So if the house went up $50,000 and the mortgage interest rate went up 1%, you could be $500, $600 a month more for the same house. You want to pay $600 a month or even $500, even $300 more for the same house in 1 year from now when you could have had that $50,000 in equity in your equity bank? Doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make any sense. You look through history, you guys, and look at people complained about the prices of housing throughout history, and they never went down. Okay, don't call me up and go, well, they went down in 2007 and 8. Yes, they did, because of the mortgage industry crash on the federal government and the countrywides. Don't mistake that for CrossCountry Mortgage. The countrywides, B of A's, Wells Fargo, selling loans that nobody should have ever gotten. That was the problem. It was our industry. That doesn't happen anymore. If you want a great mortgage, FHA, VA, conventional, 15, 30-year, I got great programs, and I'm going to give you great service. And here's the thing. Most of you real estate agents, you're dealing with lenders that don't even return your call, and you're the one that's got to orchestrate the whole transaction. Align yourself with a decent mortgage lender. Let me apply for that job. I promise you I won't let you down, and your customers will be happier for it. I've been in the business 32 years. I close more transactions in a month than most loan officers close in a year, and probably double in a month than most close in a year. And that's a fact. And that's not because I'm great. It's because I offer you, the listener, my client, my past client, my current client, great service and great rates. And I got a team that supports me in that. They help me gather documents. I structure the loan. I still return phone calls. That's right, I return phone calls. Pretty hard to believe, right? What happens with you once you make application with a lot of these lenders? They send your checklist out and then they ghost you. You got a question on the disclosure statements? No return phone calls. Okay, you're a real estate agent. You wonder why your client's loan's getting extended for the third time? No return phone calls from the lender. That's ridiculous. Don't tolerate that. Deal with people that care enough to offer good service and return phone calls. 407-250-9144. That's my direct number, 407-250-9144. You want an appointment with me? We'll set an appointment. You're a real estate agent, I want to be your lender. You're a builder, I want to help your clients. I'll close more transactions because at CrossCountry Mortgage, I don't have overlays. Overlays are additional guideline restrictions that lenders pose because they have to restrict the amount of business they're doing because they may have made some mistakes and now they have to have restrictions. So they add extra guidelines to people's qualification process. It might be a credit score requirement. Like a lot of lenders won't go under 640. Some won't go under 620. Some won't go under 600. On an FHA loan, I do not have a credit score requirement. I don't have a credit score requirement. That doesn't mean if you have crappy credit, you're going to get a loan from me. You might. I mean, I closed a loan month before last with a 511. I never thought it would close. My son actually was a loan officer on that one. He got it closed. And it was a battle. I'm not going to tell you it wasn't a battle, but I got that people that got denied by 4 mortgage companies. I got them a mortgage. Okay. Then I got a 561 approved last month. I got a couple of 580s that I'm working on right now. No other lenders are talking to these people. They don't even return your call. They go, no, sir, you don't meet our guidelines. Bye. No, I'll work with you. And if your credit is marginal and I have a way to fix it, I'll help you get your score up so you can get a better interest rate. Obviously, the better your score, the better your rate. So all the loan programs available. If you're a teacher, law enforcement, first responder, nurse, healthcare worker, I got special programs and discounts for you. If you're a veteran, don't think USAA's got your best program. They don't have your best program. I got your best program. The Loan Arranger has been doing VA loans for 30 years. I've been teaching classes on VA loans. I help veterans every day. Look it, you put your life on the line for me and my family and for my listeners. I'm going to do whatever I can to help you. I'm committed. And that's a commitment from me. That's a commitment from me. You call me at 407-250-9144. That's the Loan Arranger, or WeBringYouHome.com. You want to know what's going on in the market right now? Interest rates popped down this week a little bit. That's an opportunity. If you have a 4 in front of your interest rate and you have not refinanced yet, call me. Call me. Now's the time to call me. This window could be short. Okay, they went up last week, and a lot of people, I had to lock them in before they got any higher. Then this week, they've settled back down just a little bit. So you have another window of opportunity. I know you're busy. I know you work during the day. I work during the day. You can apply online while you're sitting in bed watching TV. You can do that. Go to WeBringYouHome.com. Super easy. My system is so intuitive. You apply online. If it says, yeah, I'm a W-2 wage earner and I get X amount of dollars on my paycheck every week and I bank with this bank, that bank, and here's where my 401k is, it'll send you a checklist and you just drop those documents right into your file. When we come in on Monday, your loan's already in process. Then I call you and my team calls you. We go over what you want, you're structuring what your needs and goals are financially, and we meet those needs and goals. And I give you options. Most mortgage companies, they train their loan officers to sell a particular product. They don't understand how to service you and make sure that they're giving you the options and the advice. That's what we do here. We make sure that you have all of the information so that you can make informed decisions as to what works best for your family. Heck, it's the biggest financial thing you'll probably ever do. Why don't you trust somebody that really cares about you and is local? I'm right here, Fairbanks and I-4, 2729 West Fairbanks. I own the building. I've been here for over 20 years. You can stop in and see me. You got a problem with the Rocket guy or as one of those other people that you found online. You are the same people that call me after your deal went south and the loan officer's ghosting you. Okay? Then you wonder because you thought you were getting a better deal and you weren't getting a better deal. Go to the right source. I'm a direct lender. I'm no middleman. I'm not a mortgage broker. I don't broker loans. I underwrite them in-house. I originate them in-house. I close them in-house. And most of my mortgages I keep. What more could you ask for? And a local business person that's been doing it for 30 plus years. And one of the top producers, not just locally, but nationally. I don't tell you that to impress you. I tell you that to impress upon you. That's why people use my services, and that's why you should use my services, and you should save my number, 407-250-9144, or we bring you back home. Well, not back home. We bring you home. We don't bring you back home. WeBringYouHome.com. Call me anytime. I want to be your lender. Save my number. I'll be back in 5 minutes with more of Cleve Loveland and the Loan Arranger radio show. Welcome back to the Cleve Loveland Lone Ranger Radio Show. My name is Bruce Woodburn, and I'm the Lone Ranger. Yes, it is Saturday. It's a beautiful day to be out looking at houses. Maybe a little rain in the forecast here and there, but who cares, right? I mean, come on, we're living in Florida. What more could we ask for? No. So this is the tail end of our show. You can always turn into my show tomorrow at 11 o'clock, the Lone Ranger Radio Show. We talk more about real estate, mortgages, how to save money, how to get the best deal on a mortgage. Is it time to refinance? Is it time to purchase? First-time homebuyer programs, move-up programs, jumbo loans. Like, I'm doing more jumbo transactions than I've ever done before. What's a jumbo loan? That is a mortgage that exceeds the Fannie Mae loan limit of $540,000. So if you need that, if you are looking for that, I've got unbelievable jumbo loans. The best I've ever seen. If you're looking to build your own home on your own lot, you don't want to buy a production home, then call me. I've got construction perm loans. I can do conventional loans with as little as 10% down. I have FHA construction perm loans with 5% down. I have VA construction perms with 5% down. I had a class this week. I had an amazing turnout on my construction perm class. If you think that you may want to build on your own lot at someday or buy a lot and build your own home, you're not alone. I mean, a lot of folks are just tired of trying to negotiate with 15 other people that want the same house, or buying a production home that you have nowhere to put your toys in your yard. You might have a boat or a jet ski or a utility trailer. Could be anything that you want to keep in the side yard. You can't do that in these housing developments anymore. You want to build your own home on your own lot, maybe get what you want instead of the model that everybody else has in the same neighborhood, then you call me. I'll connect you not only to the builder, but I'll connect you with Cleve and his team to help you find the lot as well. 407-250-9144. That's 407-250-9144, or visit my website at webringyouhome.com. Check out the classes I teach. If you're a real estate agent or builder, let's connect with each other. I can promise you, there is no lender that you're using that will offer your clients better than what we're doing here at CrossCountry Mortgage. I have been in the business 32 years. I've closed more transactions than I can count. I well exceeded 9,000 transactions, and I keep telling people 9,000 transactions. I was at 9,000 transactions over 3 years ago. God knows what I've closed now, and I think last year I closed 500 transactions myself. I close more transactions in a month than most loan officers close in a year. Why trust somebody that's dabbling in the business? Trust somebody that's not only going to get you a good loan, but going to give you trusted advice. My clients come back to me time and time and time again. They keep coming back to me. Why would they do that? Because they know that I'm going to take care of them. They know that I'm their guy. I'm their mortgage guy. You need a mortgage guy, I'm applying for the job. 407-250-9144, or go to my website at webringyouhome.com. If you are wanting to check out my show on Sundays, maybe you're going to church, coming back from church, tinkering around the yard, listen to my show, call in. Let me know how your experience has been with my team. I love to hear you. 407-250-9144. That's my phone number here. That's a direct number. You can talk to me. I return phone calls, but call me when you leave a message, because it's Saturday, okay? I'm working today, but I'm going to take a little bit of today off. I got to work tomorrow. I'll take a little bit of the afternoon off. Might even go fishing this weekend. Who knows? Leave me a clear message. Leave me your name. Leave me your phone number. Say it twice so I can hear it, because I actually return phone calls. I know that's hard to believe, but I return phone calls, and I want to be here for you. 407-250-9144 or webringyouhome.com. If you'd like to talk to Cleve or his team, they can be reached at 407-352-8118. That's 407-352-8118. We will see you next week, same time, or tune in tomorrow on my show at 11 o'clock. But same time, same place with Cleve and I. We'll be back next week. I'll see you then. Thanks for listening.